Y'all, he actually did it. He actually freaking did it. All right, here's my thoughts. Not that you necessarily care, but hey, you clicked on the video, so here we go. I loved it. Look, all those three albums were fire. I'm about to talk through each of them real fast. Just give you a quick unedited opinion because I see people shredding these albums to pieces, dude. I saw the reviews on like album of the year. They're so freaking negative. For what? Literally for what? So starting off with Iceman. I like to think of it like, at least in my opinion, you have Iceman, which is mainly rap. You have Maid of Honor, which is more pop, and then you have what's the other one called? Habibti or something like that, is more R&B. At least from what I noticed. You know, obviously they all have like their own genres plus more, but I feel like those are kind of like the core themes of each. So with Iceman, starting out, I'm not going to go track by track. I'll just say some ones that stand out. Too Hard for the Radio is like one of the best new songs to come out, and what I hope is going to be the song of the summer. Obviously, we saw Drake reunite with Future on the Back in Atlanta or whatever it's called. It was pretty good. I'm not a big Future fan, but obviously I'm happy to see beef squashed because I thought the whole thing that happened a couple years ago with Kendrick was stupid and unnecessary. Wow, I could not get that sentence out. But, you know, I'm happy to see that. You know, you have the Future song, you have Too Hard for the Radio. What else is on that album? Well, like literally almost everything. Generally, when Drake releases an album, and when anybody releases an album, I kind of hate it upon first listen, and then I end up liking almost, you know, half the songs. I'm pretty picky when it comes to music. But with this one, off rip, I was watching episode 4, and literally half of them are in my like songs already. Half of them aren't, but I guarantee they are. You know, some that didn't necessarily make it, but I think will are like National Treasure, the first one. I'm still learning the names. But, you know, Bees on the Table with 21 Savage, fire. Like, literally fire. The little, like, beat at the second half, I thought it was Kanye produced. It's actually, I don't think it is, but it sounds pretty cool. It actually reminded me of Industry Baby by Lil Nas X, and he's over there. There he is. So, you know, that was pretty cool. And then, you know, so that's Iceman. For me, sorry, my eyes are so freaking itchy. For Iceman, I have to give it like a solid 8. I mean, off rip. Probably my opinion will change later. I think it's way better than some Sexy Songs for You. I think it's better than Don't Flame Me, but honestly, never mind. And I'm one of the losers who likes Drake's new stuff more than his old stuff. But that's just me. I'm gonna give it a strong 8. I'm gonna say right now, I think For All the Dogs Deluxe or Scary Hours Edition, whatever, is slightly better, but I also think my opinion is gonna change as I get more used to the songs and I can actually sing them and know them. So right now, really solid start. Moving on to, let's talk about Habibti. So that one's like the least memorable for me. It's not bad by any means. I give it like a 6.5 or a 7. I like it. Like it's fine. It has some cool songs. I know WNBA really stuck out to me as being one of my top. You know, nothing really bad to say. I just prefer Drake when he's like on a more bouncy and like pop beat. I'm a pop singer, so I like hearing pop music. You know, you see my artists up here. You have the Kid Leroy, which is out of frame. You have Post Malone. Oh, there he is. Post Malone, before he switched to country. It's all love, but you know. And then you have Drake Scorpion, which was my favorite album by Drake. And then you have Lil Nas X, which obviously is a pop rap artist. So, you know, those are kind of like my favorite 4 artists. Kind of changed here recently, but at least when I was growing up, those were always my big 4. So it was, you know, it was kind of thought for real that I was a little bit disappointed, not necessarily when listening to Iceman because I still enjoyed the music, but I was like, why is there only like 1 or 2 pop-esque tracks on here when we all know Drake's an excellent rapper, but he's a great pop artist too. So moving on to Habibti, like I said, you know, solid 6.5, 7. Standout track WNBA, worst track, probably the one with Sexy Red. You know, I actually was hoping, dude, you're gonna flame me. I'm not a big Sexy Red fan. I was hoping for a Sexy Red feature because I wanted another dance song. I wanted another song like, God, what is that song called with her and SZA on For All the Dogs? Oh, somebody call me an idiot in chat. Call me an oatmeal cream pie. Please don't call me an oatmeal cream pie. But anyway, I wanted another track similar to that. I know a lot of people hated it. A lot of people thought it was awful. I liked it, so we can agree to disagree on that. But, you know, so that was awful. But other than that, it was pretty good. I can't remember my least favorite besides that one. I don't even know if there was one. I just thought it was pretty much like, okay, like I'd listen to this, but not necessarily like stand out. But WNBA was great. moving on to the very last album, Maid of Honor, which may be my new favorite Drake album. I know. It's crazy. It may beat out Scorpion for me because it's everything I love about Drake in a full album. Dude, Princess, the outro track, we've never heard Drake on like a rock, indie-esque, rap, pop, everything blended together. It was incredible. I thought it was excellent. I thought it was one of his best songs to date. It is getting ripped to shreds. I think it's at like, what, a 29 on Album of the Year? You can't trust those people. But I'm just kidding. But it's like, I thought it was great. And then, you had, I spilled apple juice on my shirt this morning. Fun fact. Okay. I don't know why I thought to add that. But anyway, you have like all of that, right? And then you have, oh God, what is the other song on that? I gotta look it up. I'm actually like technically working right now. So don't tell my boss. I cannot remember because I don't have anything pulled up right now. But I remember there was like another song. It was the one before Princess at the very end that was like really, really good as well. The Sexy Red song on Maid of Honor was good until she started doing the cha-cha slide. Don't really know what happened there, but when I say that almost every single song was added to my library from Maid of Honor, it literally was. So if I had to give it an overall for Maid of Honor, 9, 9.5, like, I don't really have any complaints. There were like 2 songs I was not crazy about, and that's pretty good because you're not going to love every single song. I'm releasing a new album next Friday called Red Summer. My name is Robify, but I'm sure you know that. But it's like, I don't expect everybody to like every single song. That's a stupid expectation to have. Like, I hope somebody likes something, but it's like at the same time, I'm not going to expect everybody to like everything. But I like the vast majority of ICEMAN and this entire rollout. So overall, I give the project, if I give Habibti, 6.5, I give ICEMAN an 8, and I give Maid of Honor a 9.5 or a 10. That equals out to like an 8, 8.5. So, really solid from me, but that's just my opinion. That's just a game theory. All right, well, that was fun. I'll see you guys next time. If you want to listen to some worse music, go stream Robify. I need a new couch. But anyway, I'll see you guys later. I love you. Goodbye.